Again, the purpose of this video is not for me to read what is in the book's application. I'm just trying to help you make sure that the code gets inserted in the correct place. So now we've added our funnel. And this goes below the setup function, create a new function. So this is going to go below this function. And we've created a drop the ball function. And if I'm going to do a copy paste, then I have to clean up what it pulls in. Put that so it's all one comment. Add the following code to the end of your setup function. And now we should be able to see our ball drop from our funnel. So my funnel is set to yellow, my barrier is set to red, and my ball is set to blue. All right, so now it's having us practice refracturing. It gives us how our code should look at this point. If we followed the instructions, they set their fill color barrier to brown and their funnel to gray. But otherwise, we have similar looking code. So now we're going to practice refracturing. So it wants us to select these lines that have to do with our circle. These lines 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39, they're a little different order in what the book is presenting, for me at least. So it says edit, editor, editor refractor, extract to a method. So it wants us to call this new function setup ball. And do the same thing for the code and the setup that sets up the barrier and the funnel. Set up barrier and set up funnel. So we'll go back to the setup. And these are the lines that have to do with our barrier. So set up barrier, editor, refractor, extract to method, set up barrier, and hit return. And the last thing is for the funnel, set up funnel. And that's what's left in my setup. Editor, refractor, extract to method. And we'll call it setup funnel. So now my function setup we've pulled out, and it makes it much easier to read how we're setting up the ball, the barrier, and the funnel. And then the next thing it wants us to do is change circle so that it references more correctly the ball in our app. So where it's declared, we want to select the circle. So we're going to select the circle. And from the editor menu, edit all in scope from the editor menu and change that to ball. And we can see that it changed, as well as where we declared it. It also made the change in our setup ball function. And we should verify that our app works. We just made some change. We haven't added any new code. And we can see that it works as it did before we started making those changes.